Alright, now it's time for Sony!
Someone's excited.
Duh. DualShock Nation, baby!
Oh, brother.
So let's get this show on the road. I hope you guys are ready to tune in.
Because I'm Rila.
I'm Riley.
And you're watching a Bulletoon Weekly E3 Recap!
So first up was some seriously brutal gameplay for The Last of Us 2, and people got mad. Apparently a lot of die-hard fans out there somehow didn't know that Ellie was a lesbian, despite the DLC from the first game. Seriously, are you people the same ones who complained about the Devil May Cry thing?
Okay, look. I'm not gonna pretend to care about the game. Zombies, not my thing. But seriously? This is, like, the second time in recent memory that a big deal has been made over a fictional character being a lesbian. Heaven forbid we actually get some representation in gaming for people who aren't straight. Guys, I'm just gonna say this once. If you don't like it, just don't buy the game. Let people enjoy things.
Unfortunately, now we're on to things neither of us enjoys, Call of Duty. So next, Sony pulled out Black Ops 4. Apparently, it won't even have a story mode. Oh, and get this. The reason they won't have a story mode? They just didn't have the time to include one.
What?
Yeah. Funny thing about that, though, I don't think I'll end up having the time to play their game.
Oh, you poor thing.
Anyway, next was Days Gone. Yep. And then came Destiny 2. Spoiler alert, Cade's probably dead. At least in the trailer. So, you know, no more Nathan Fillion. Oh darn. There goes the one thing that actually had me vaguely interested in the game. Curses, or something.
In some more interesting news, let's talk about those Japanese games I mentioned before. Neo 2 was announced, but the teaser was super short. The first game was so cool.
Definitely a nice little stylistic experience, and fun gameplay too.
Anyway, the other game was Ghost of Tsushima. We got to see a lot of gameplay for that one, and I loved the look of it. It's also going to have both English and Japanese voiceover.
Yes! Ghost of Tsushima! I'm so stoked for this one for several reasons. The combat, first of all, looks amazing and really authentic. You can tell these guys did their homework. And my awesome pal Daisuke Tsuji is playing the main character! I was flipping out when I saw his mo-capped face and heard his voice saying all these dramatic lines. Definitely gonna check this one out.
After that, they talked about Control. It looked interesting. It looks like you play as a woman with telekinetic powers or something, but maybe it had something to do with that weird transforming gun.
Next up was a remake of Resident Evil 2. And as much as the crowd was eating it up, around here it was met with a resounding...
Meh.
Yeah, that. I mean, more zombies. Woo flippin' who.
But Riley, these are super zombies. That makes them so much better.
Right. Anyway, then came Death Stranding. And much like the host said, we now have some answers. Answers that only gave us more questions. Seriously, what the hell is even happening here?
I'm beginning to think this game's just indulging in weirdness for the sake of weirdness.
Wait, I've got it! Kojima has successfully digitized the experience of having an acid trip. It makes total sense!
It'd explain why I feel like I'm on drugs every time I see more of it. But, hey, Lea Seydoux is in it. She's cool.
But let's be honest, as far as Sony was concerned, everything was riding on a game about a certain friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. And man, did this segment deliver! We actually got to see a ton of cool gameplay, showing more of the awesome swinging in the game, plus a ton of villains! Electro, Scorpion, Rhino, Vulture, and Mr. Negative? Dude, it looks like we may be getting a Sinister Six arc here! I wonder if that means we'll wind up getting Sandman or Mysterio. Maybe even Doc Ock or Lizard. I'd also be down to have some more obscure Spidey villains like Molten Man. Doubt it'll happen, but maybe Goblin or Venom side quests would be nice. Man, I'm amped for this!
Gee, I never would have guessed. Anyway, after the show was basically over, they revealed another game called Daracine? I think it's French, so sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. But the teaser didn't really show anything. We have no idea what that game actually is or anything.
Yeah, well, that was it. Not a lot out of Sony, unfortunately, but most of what we did get was pretty cool stuff, at least for me.
If you want to see what we thought about any of the conferences before this one, we uploaded those segments earlier.
But stick around because the end is in sight. Next up, Nintendo.
Be sure to tell us what games from Sony you're most looking forward to. Actually, let's make this a bit easier on you. What are you least looking forward to?
Let us know below and give that like button a zap. Then ring that bell to be notified whenever we upload a new video.
I'm Rila.
I'm Riley, and as always, stay tuned!